And we are now live. So good day, everyone. Good evening. Joining me today, we have our guest Xavier. He's a member of the Calgary community, and then we have Evan or Lord Two Hats and
Hello.
Matthew down at the bottom,
Sup?
another Calgary resident. So, is everyone shuffled up and ready to go already?
I was
Yeah.
born shuffled up.
So
I'm ready
we're
to
going
go.
to try the new randomized player order to see who goes first here. I'm going last. I don't like that.
Ha
Redo.
ha! Hey, I'm content with this
It's
turn
only
order.
really like me and Matt that changed.
the
Um,
dude approves.
yeah. So I guess that stops us for rolling who goes first. I don't like that. I like rolling my dice, but we'll do
Strombolin's
that for
got
the first
bacon.
one. Bacon.
Hell
I
yeah.
want bacon.
Sorry, I was talking about the Strombolis because one has bacon, one and pepperoni, one just has pepperoni.
All right, I'll
Okay.
keep. I mulled. I took my free mull, and I'm keeping my second hand.
I'm gonna keep this hand. So, Matt, which commander are you playing? It's not in there. Is it Nethroi?
I'm playing Nethroi
Oh yeah.
Graveyard Shenanigans.
And then we have a Yarock.
Yes, this is built around the card called Thawing Glaciers, and I just want to vomit out some basic lands.
Yeah, and having the Merit Lage in the bottom right. And then we have Xavier playing Saheeli.
With the worst keep of my life.
And then, well, I'll help you out here. I'm playing Selvala, the Explorer Returned.
All right, all
Hell
right.
yeah.
And Xavier, I have to say that I absolutely love the playmat.
Yes, I pledged to the Seb McKinnon Kickstarter, so I've got a few of these.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so am I good to go?
Yes, I am keeping. So good to go on your go.
All right, I will play a Woodland Sanctuary tapped because I have nothing else to do, and I'll pass the turn.
Alrighty, draw for turn. Gonna plop down a forest. I'm gonna pay 1 green for a burgeoning.
Evan, did you
That'll
get
do it for me.
better internets?
Did I get better internet?
Yeah, just the quality seems a lot better.
I have the iPad hooked up through a USB-C cable instead of just
Oh,
USB,
okay.
which might be doing it alongside the headset for microphone. But we're going off of the laptop's battery power, so we're gonna see how long this
Fingers
setup lasts.
crossed.
Yeah,
Setup is more powerful than mine.
and that'll do
All
it for
right.
me on the burgeoning.
Draw.
And what's your setup, Xavier?
I have my webcam attached to my backpack up there because my monitor is too small, so it would only look at like this. So I'm gonna play a command tower and pass.
And I am gonna play a Simic Growth Chamber and return Forest to hand.
I'm going to draw. I am going to play a command tower. I will tap it to play exploration. And
Are you
then
guys kidding me? What are we playing? Are we playing CEDH here? That I
Oh,
missed?
no, my
Did I
We
thing
miss?
just like lands.
my stuff's not
Float a
CEDH.
mana.
I'm just
Um,
joking.
my
Oh,
myself,
also
you know
float a
my
mana.
Selvala, Matt.
I know we got one person playing Burgeoning turn one, the other guy playing Exploration turn one, and I'm like, tapped land, go.
That will be my turn.
Okay, untap. Let the games begin. I will Seder Wayfinder.
Oh, is that a land you put down for turn?
I did, yes. Would you like to trigger? Yeah.
Plop a swamp down.
Reveal the top 4 cards.
Did you miss a land drop on my turn then? Because I played 2
No,
lands.
I had the forest down originally. Played the burgeoning Simic Growth Chamber on Xavier's turn, bouncing that guy back. Your turn, I played the forest, and then Matt's turn, I played the swamp.
So I Seder Wayfindered. I pulled a swamp, and currently there's a Dusk Till Dawn, a Deep Forest Hermit, and a Nyx Weaver in the graveyard.
Ooh.
Okay, and that is 3, 6, 7. That's my turn.
Alrighty, untap a root. We will draw for turn. put down an island. And do I have enough? 4, 5. I do. Sultai 1, 2. We'll get the boy on out. Yarock, the
Oh,
Desecrated. I will
Man,
pass on that.
the turn 2 Yarock.
That's gotta feel pretty good. I have nothing else to do for the remainder of this game, but I mean, turn 2 Yarock.
Don't worry, Matt. If you want it dead, I'll kill it.
Well, I play Yarock, and I
well,
know I'm not. You do you, but I can tell you that that's a problem for
Yeah.
everybody.
I'll play an
Y-
island. I'm gonna tap 2 mana for a Swiftfoot Boots
Ooh.
and pass.
I just make boots. I don't do anything else. I'm just,
Someone is gonna run really fast later.
I'm
Boots
just
were
a
made for
boot
walk?
maker. Yeah.
It's like a Sherman deck. It's just boot tribal.
Everyone has to be. So no beasts. It has to be like civilized people wearing boots. Okay, so I will play 2 lands for my turn. I will tap 3, and I will play my commander. And that will be my turn.
Okay.
I am a friend to all. I explore and bring back goodies.
Yeah, that's what you do. I will play Exotic Orchards. And I think most lands are out that I gained. I will play Phyrexian Altar.
Ooh.
Yeah, not too exciting, but something.
Target.
Oh
It's fun,
yeah,
that's-
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'll pass the turn.
How about you? How about you
Okey-doke.
send over Yarock and you guys do like this like sacred pact where you guys team up, but you have to sacrifice him.
Yeah. We will do. How do we want to do this? We'll tap for 3 total. Use 2 of it for some shoes. We're
Oh.
twinning Xavier.
Boots.
I'm gonna use the third to slide those on to our little elemental horror here,
Mm.
and then I'm
If
gonna
you
do
could-
green and 1.
Well, it might be responses to the equip if I can convince Brian.
I have
Brian,
no
if
mana. I can't. No.
Oh
Hey, we're
God!
boot friends. Don't hurt me, please.
Oh, we're in so much trouble.
I'm gonna do trust me. I like to have fun when I play. I'm not just gonna ruin the game here. Brian can vouch for that.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna do green 1 for a Voyaging Satyr.
Can I vouch
Yeah.
for that? Aren't you the one that?
You know I like to have fun here. I
Oh.
will pass a Rooney on
Oh
that.
no, I'm thinking of John with his
Yeah.
stacks.
Yeah, John's the stacks player. I'm the group hug guy. So that'll be it for me.
John, we don't need to
Draw
introduce
for
John
turn.
and Dean.
No.
We'll
All
just
right,
sit
looks
there
like
and
my
Dutch
keep
rudder,
was too greedy. Go ahead.
sit there and Dutch rudder each other for an
Probably.
entire game.
That's probably what would happen.
I have to pass.
Okay, I'm just turning you up a little bit, Xavier. Untap. And draw. And let's go ahead. Parlay.
Okay.
Parlay.
Reveal the top card.
It's a Lotus Cobra.
So I get 3 mana and 3 life.
Yeez.
I prove that Lotus Cobra is going to be another problem too. I know everything
No,
is a
he's
problem.
not. He's just a little snake guy. Nothing big.
Little
Nothing
Dream
going on
Cell
here.
Hadron.
Is that an altar? Which?
You get to draw that card.
This is the Judge promo one.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I
Awesome.
want that so bad.
Did
One,
I tell you?
2,
So
3.
I want this as a playmat.
I will play my Mesa Enchantress.
Ooh.
And then I will play.
Watch some good bacon.
Matt, do you have anything that could deal with Yarock if he's actually able to be targeted?
Not currently, no.
Okay, well then, I will do me. I
You
will.
do you, boo.
Well, actually, I could Wrath.
No.
No, it's don't worry. It's only power 3 or greater. So
Oh, then I
it
don't
would
want to do
literally
that. Oh,
I
3 or
mean,
greater. So 3 or greater. So that's gonna hit. Oh, just
just
hit.
here.
yeah.
That's if I decided to do that.
Oh,
I
does
don't
he
know
need
yet.
the
I guess
boot? Can I hit him without the boots or
I would leave the boots alone if I can.
no?
If I'm
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a group effect. Like it's
Yeah.
a
No,
board
I'm just
wide.
saying like do the boots need to be removed?
not currently. I mean, I
Okay.
don't have individual
Well, okay.
removal, so
I'll tap 1 using 2 of my floating green, and I'm gonna play Helioid, the Sun Crowned.
yep.
Oh, Heliod.
Draw a card.
I'm offended by the way you pronounce that, by the way.
Yeah, that
Hemoid.
made me
It's
physically
hemoid.
cringe, Brian.
That was a saffron olive.
You can just blame my East Coast slang. I will then pass the turn.
Okay, I'll untap. I will draw.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's not a creature yet.
That is some primo Stromboli. Oh my god.
What is a Stromboli?
It's a
It's like a pizza folded in half.
So
yeah, it's a calzone.
calzone.
Yeah.
No, a
Or a
calzone is a pizza
panzerotti.
rolled up, and the calzones usually have ricotta in them alongside mozzarella.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Well then,
I think
Pizza Hut's all
it's
wrong.
either one or the other. But
Then what's a panzerotti? Panzerotti is the exact same thing.
I have never heard of a panzerotti before in my life.
I'm gonna sacrifice Seder Wayfinder
Sounds Italian. It's probably the actual name of
for a
things.
white, for a white, and then I'm going to cast.
Stromboli is actually Italian too.
I was gonna say that sounds more Italian.
Actually, no, that doesn't even work because I can only cast the aftermath part. I can't cast the dust. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm still gonna sacrifice it though for a black.
there.
And then I'm going to cast Vindictive Vampire.
Hey, I
It's
have
a good
him.
vampire.
My
And
Yawgmoth
I'll
deck.
pass the turn.
Oh boy, it's my turn. Untap. Draw for turn.
Oh.
You know, for a deck that has 40 lands in it, I'm really not drawing any lands.
That's fine.
You have a Lotus Cobra that's going to produce double mana.
Yeah, but I don't have any lands, so we will do green one for the Cobra. I'm gonna tap the Satyr to untap a Fioris.
To say a Fiorist.
A Fioris. Then we will do well, we'll just kind of leave that as is right now. Go ahead.
Raw.
Should I
Oh,
just
yes.
kill the snake?
Please don't kill my snake.
Please no step on Sneck.
Don't tread on me.
I will tap 3 Menyas for Treasure Nabber and Boss.
Just eat the
Oh,
apple.
that's a good card.
Untap. Draw. Parlay.
It's a land.
It's a Batter Skull.
Awesome. So another 3 life. Another 3 mana.
Well, mine's a land.
Yeah, so that's why it's 3.
Oh yeah,
This
because yours is
means-
my bad. My bad.
Mhm.
The Stromboli's getting into my head.
Mhm.
We'll draw.
I will tap 1 and use one of the floating 3 to play Aegis of the Gods. I will draw a card. I will play my land for a turn. I will-
Helioid is active now.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and whenever I gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment
Mhm.
you control. So I gained.
Is each instance of life gain? Does it all happen at once for this lady?
Yeah, I think it's all at once. So each player reveals the top card of his or her library. For each non-land card revealed this way, add 1 force to your mana pool and you gain 1 life. Then each player draws a card.
Value.
Is
Yeah. It's only
separate?
one. That's only one.
it's
Yeah,
one.
it's
Okay.
only one trigger. I
Because we
believe
all
it's only
would
one trigger.
reveal in the turn order.
We have
I
the
think.
3 white the like I know only other interaction like that is the trip white girl from standard, because whenever you attack, each wand triggers it, because each creature is triggering the ability, right? So it's
Gotcha.
this is one creature triggering the ability.
I will play or tap 1 planes and another one of my floating, so I have 1 floating left. I am going to play All That Glitters,
Ooh,
targeting Helioid.
is not gold.
Oh, bold. He's definitely risking it, because if everything dies, then he becomes not a creature and loses his enchantment.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
Let's see if it pays off. Pulls the knees to chest.
Do you only have 1 white source, Matt?
I currently have 1 white source and exotic arch, which would tap for 2,
Okay. Well then, wait a minute.
and
Here.
Phyrexian altar, which I could sacrifice stuff for if I
Well,
wanted to
poo
go
on
that
you.
route.
I guess I'll have to hit you then.
too.
Hit me.
You're the one that's threatening
Attack.
my board state.
I I can't wrath, because it's the second part of that. I can only bring all the creatures back from my graveyard under 2. So
Oh,
the wrath is an irrelevant status anymore.
I'll give
I'd
you some
swing
extra.
Okay, so I play All That Glitters.
I'd swing at Yarock.
I draw a card.
See if
I'll
can
give you some of my Stromboli, Brian, if you don't swing at me.
in
Oh
the mail.
fuck. Oh shit.
See, it's causing moral quandaries with him. Got to ask himself a serious question here. Do I
Okay,
want
so
Stromboli? Or do I want to attack Yarock?
oh well, by the time your Stromboli got to me, it would be fucking like moldy as tits.
You don't know how fast
Actually,
I
I
can
shouldn't
run,
be saying that
Brian.
because tits aren't moldy. Let's be honest here.
No, they aren't.
You haven't seen my grandma.
I say you're very disconcerting, Brian. being from New Brunswick, I find that surprising.
Right. So I will use my last green floating, tap for 4, and I will play. Actually, what is Yark? A 3/3?
He is a
3/5.
3/5 Death Touch lifelink.
Oh, gross.
Mm-hmm.
Your
It's
guys'
pretty
are
nasty.
destructible, though.
I feel like the more time I give stuff, or the more time I give, the worse it's going to be for me. Let's go ahead, tap for 3. It says another target creature, so am I able to target Helioid with his ability or no?
Yep, you can target himself. It says another. If it says another, you can't.
Another target creature gains
you
lifelink.
can't do it.
Oh, then I
Unfortunately,
wouldn't
you
have
can't
even
target.
equipped all that glitters. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I will then tap the 3, use my last green floating, and I will play Leyline of Sanctity.
Is that the white one or the green one?
White one.
Hmm.
I will draw a card. I will pass the turn.
Untap. Let's see what we can do here.
Well, that kind of sucks, because what? My Helioid would have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 10/10.
And he'd be named Heliod, too. Oh, you got double hexproof. Look at you.
Yeah.
How many layers of hexproof are you on right now, bro?
You can't touch me unless you get rid of 2 things.
I'm going to play Fertilid. 2 +1/+1 counters.
Yeah.
I will cast Binding of the Titans. So each player puts the top 3 cards of their library into their graveyard.
Oh. Let me see
Oh
what we got here.
no. I'm not happy
3.
with that.
Oh, Cloud
3
of
white.
Fairies. 2.
Karmic Justed,
Aw.
Helioid Intervention, and Windswept Heath.
You're probably better off. That Cloud of Fairy, that would have been. Ugh. All right. That's all I have for turn.
Okay.
What's that second turn thing?
It is exile up to 2 target cards from a graveyard. For each creature card exiled this way, you gain 1 life. And then the 3 is return target creature card from my graveyard to my hand.
Oh God, what do we want to do?
Man, I don't like that. You can exile this grave.
I'm gonna do a Fabled Passage.
Okay.
I will add 2 any color. We'll add 2 green to my mana pool. I'm gonna sack the Fabled Passage. We're gonna get a basic land and put it on the battlefield tapped. We'll grab another swamp because I only got the 1 black source. Boink. And we'll give this a nice little shuffle. Brian, where should we cut this one?
3/4.
Quarter.
As close to.
I'm gonna count it out. No, that would take too long. There we are. Oh. Hey, how slippery these sleeves are. I can feel it rocking in my hand.
That's why you don't get non-matte sleeves.
I heard they're good for shuffling, and I like the shuffle feel.
My matte sleeves shuffle perfectly fine.
We will do green, green. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll leave that on tap. 4 for an Oran Reef Hydra.
Yep.
What does that do, actually?
Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, put a 1/1 counter on him. If it is a forest, 2. And I think I'm going to pass on that. Go
Okay.
ahead. This is the first Yarock
Untap.
deck I've ever built. This is
Draw.
exhilarating.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We can do something. Sort of.
He's doing it.
I'll tap
Yeah.
2 manas for Prismatic Lens.
Mmm. Good card.
Oh. And then I'll pass.
Untap. Draw. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and parlay.
Undergrowth champion.
Very
So
dwarf.
okay, I gain 3 life. Go ahead, throw that up. I will use one of the green floating to play Soul Ring.
That was your first mistake.
I will then white and a green floating, so I have 1 last green floating for Sterling Grove. I will draw a
Ooh.
card. 1 and the last 2 green, and I'll play a Satyr Enchanter. I will go 1, 2, 3, and 4 for a Smothering Tithe.
Ho ho, boy.
Mother.
It is a tithe.
Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2. If that player doesn't, you create a colorless treasure artifact token with tap to sacrifice this artifact.
The value.
I will draw 2 cards. I will play a land. I will then. What can I do? I will pass the turn. I'm gonna clean this up.
Okay. 1, 2. So how big is your? You got a counter on your guy that gives you hexproof.
Yes,
Okay, so plus those are +1/+1 counters.
yes.
He also has
Up,
Sterling Grove out, though.
that's fine. Yeah, untap upkeep. So each exile up to 2 target cards from graveyards. Who has creatures in their graveyards? I guess it doesn't have to be creatures. But
Did you
I have a
draw?
Cloud of Fairies.
I didn't draw yet. I'm at my upkeep. I have an upkeep
Oh,
trigger.
okay.
Is it
Yeah.
raining out?
I have no creatures.
Okay.
No creatures.
Wow.
Sherman says Smothering Tithe is cheating.
Evan, do you have any creatures?
I have a cloud of fairies.
Okay, well I'll exile your Cloud of Fairies,
I'm hurt.
and then what's in your graveyard, Brian? Only gonna gain 1 life, but
A Karmic Justice, a Helioid Intervention, and a Windswept Teeth.
I'll take the Karmic Justice. I'll exile that.
Oh, you're so gross.
Get rid of the
Yeah, I know.
Heliod so we can stop pronouncing it wrong.
Helioid?
It's just taking on two. So I
Heliod?
will
It would
draw.
be Heloid if you want to say it like that.
Heloid.
Heloid.
Yeah.
What's his name? Heloid.
I choose to draw, and then I will.
Are you paying to?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I do that, that'd be 3.
You don't have to.
No, I'm just doing the math to see if I can. I'm not going to pay.
Oh.
So okay, and then I'm going to play a land for turn. I'm going to.
Do you have a target removal?
I do not yet.
Oh, it
I'm gonna cast.
raining.
I'm gonna cast Buried Alive.
Ooh.
Can I go and fetch them? Fetch them creatures?
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I want to put in here.
Well, while you
Oh
do
Lord,
that,
he
I'm
playing
gonna
Nethroi.
be right back.
Yeah.
Quick, while he's gone, strategize how to defeat him. He can't
Okay,
anymore.
so I have targeted removal, but
I
I also have an empty board and would get beaten to death.
I have an island.
Ah, so you have a powerful counter spell.
Counter target player.
I mean, we do have a card that says destroy target player.
I mean, there's door to nothingness, which is target player loses the game.
That's also true.
You get a Rings of Bright Hearth out. Just pay 2 and copy that.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, Brian.
Oh, by the way, Matt, my girlfriend made so the squares again, but it's rhubarb,
Yeah.
blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries.
Ooh.
Good. It was better the first day than it was the second day, I found.
Well,
Like it got
everything's better
soft.
just like fresh out of the.
Yeah. In case you're wondering, I got a Golgari Grave Troll, a Luminous Brood Moth, and a Zilford Cutthroat.
Oh, that luminous brood moth.
I know, foil.
Beautiful.
Sherman says he's coming over now.
I will cut in the center.
You didn't draw any more cards or anything, Matt?
No, those were no draws.
No, I'm just asking since I got back.
Yeah. Then I will. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I can put another land in the battlefield. Or I could do that. Yeah, I'm going to pass the turn.
Prior. I'm gonna tap one, and I'm gonna swords the cobra.
I
Ah!
am hurt.
Cobras.
All he wanted to do was see the world, Brian.
I'm sorry, the amount of mana that thing can produce, I'm good.
Yeah,
Just been
it's,
stepped on.
Was that every turn?
I stepped on
that's
your
it for turn.
snake.
All right. I'm gonna remember that, Brian.
Are you
Made
paying 2?
powerful enemy.
Huh? Oh, I'm never gonna pay the 2.
Okay.
I will never, ever. Land for turn. I will get a counter on the Hydra here. Oh, sorry. 2. Then we will blue 1, 2. Then I'm going to also tap. Yeah. We'll tap another green. So in my pool, I have 2 blue and 2 green. I will use 2 blue and 1 for a, or 3 blue for
Brian,
a.
you tapped your soul ring. Can I have that, please?
Gib. I will draw 2 and then discard 2.
Are you paying? So you're not paying for those?
I ain't gonna pay for them.
And what happened to my soul ring?
Just until the
Brendan
end of the
Abner.
turn. Next
Oh,
turn, yeah.
okay.
So
yeah.
yeah, he's borrowing it.
So I have 1 green floating.
Soul Ring token.
Green, blue. Great growth spiral. Hey, Brian, another card. I can put my land from my hand on the battlefield. We'll choose Golgari Rot Farm. We'll bounce the tapped island back. Get 2 more counters on the Oran Reef Hydra here. Set that back. Get those all squared away. Then we will do blue 1/2 for a Tide Force Elemental. But I can pay blue and tap it to tap or untap another target creature. And then whenever land enters the battlefield, he gets untapped. Then I think I will just tap the Voyaging Satyr, and I will untap a Simic Growth Chamber and pass my... No, you know, Brian, you got rid of my snake.
If
What
you
do you...
if you if you think that you're going to attack me, sure, but
He is an indestructible god.
Is he... Oh, okay, so Heliod is live.
Yeah.
Heliod is live.
Heliod.
yes, he
He's
is
not
alive.
alive if we're all cool here.
We'll just pass turn.
So wait a minute. So what came out that untaps and tap stuff?
The Tide Force Elemental. I can tap or untap another target creature by paying a blue and tapping him. And then whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I can untap him.
Okay. Does anyone have any answers for Yarock? Out of curiosity.
Yes.
No.
He's not doing anything. He's just lamenting over Balagad
He's there.
and its corrupted land.
He is there.
I can do something if you
Okay.
like.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I'll allow the turn to pass if you're done there, Evan.
Oh, well, the turn to pass.
Yeah, I do have things to do, but
Alright. Then I will untap. Draw.
are you paying
just-
to?
Sherman, I just want to know why are rattlesnakes a big problem in the UK?
You said no.
No.
We have
Take your
rattlesnakes in southern
Gosh darn
Alberta.
free mana.
Really? Oh, it
They
is
used to.
storm
Okay.
I don't know if I should
Okay.
be interested in what you're ing and all that stuff, or be
No, I'm
terrified.
just trying to think about how to play the game. Tap
Just
2 manas.
vibing.
3, 4. From my boy Saheeli.
There she is.
4. Okay. 4. But then I'll go to 5 to reduce something's cost by 1, 2, 3. And then I will tap these other 2 manas to summon Batter Skull
Oh,
in attack position.
you, Leo.
Oh, jeez. I don't have a germ. Here's a germ.
Germ.
Nobody has germ tokens, honestly.
Yeah, you're right.
Margaret Thatcher. What a lady.
Thatcher in a thong.
Is that actually a germ? Like, is that what's supposed to be?
No, it's just,
That's it.
yeah.
It
It's a
is a germ
zombie
token,
token,
yeah.
but it's supposed to be a germ.
Yep, that's what living weapon makes. A little germ.
A little germ under there. It's a little 4/4.
Interesting.
And I'll tap 1 to slip the boots on the treasure nabber, just in case. I don't want him to get killed.
I like Treasure Napper. He's fun.
And then I
Well,
will
you're at 11% here.
pass, and you can have your.
So wait a
Soul Ring
minute.
back.
I thought you said you were gonna do something.
I ran out of mana.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, fine.
I said it was an end of turn thing.
Okay.
You said no.
Untap.
I haven't had
We'll
any
draw.
problems with Yarock hurting my feelings, so I think we're
See?
okay.
See? Xavier gets it.
Go ahead and we will parlay.
Yoink. Hey, and Azusa.
Does parlay say draw?
Island.
Yes.
Like, so can I dredge instead of drawing that card?
I believe so, yeah. If you would draw a card
So
instead.
parlay. Each player reveals the top card of his or her library.
This
So
was
you
mine.
reveal it, and then after that you can draw.
But does it say
then-
put the card into your hand, or?
Or draw?
Then each player draws a card.
Okay.
Oh, no. So I can dredge, yeah. So I reveal it.
Yep.
It's a land. It's a land, and I'll choose
Okay,
to.
so I get 2.
Island.
I'll choose to dredge 6 instead of that card.
Woo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So
Garbage.
does dredging still count as draw or no?
No,
It
it's
doesn't.
a replacement
It's a
effect.
replacement effect, yeah.
Okay. Are either of you two paying to?
Nah, boy. Actually, you know what? I can. So we're gonna pay 2 for the Simic Growth Chamber, and
So,
I'm gonna
go.
plug in my
So I
laptop
get
real quick.
1 manas or 1 treasures.
Bear with me while the connection switches over to Wi-Fi.
Oh, that got worse.
Okay, what do I want to do here? So I'm going to tap 1 and the 2 floating, and I'm going to play Idyllic Tutor. So I will search my library for enchantment card, reveal it, and put it into my hand. Any reactions or anything? No?
No, I'm checking to see if my camera's still working. That is a delay.
But do that, then that would be fun. Ba-doop boop boo. Sure. Do I have to reveal?
Yes, because
Greater Oromancy?
Oh boy.
that's yeah. Okay.
What was an
God, I
ideal
wish I had
play?
something cool.
Sherman. Fetch my Greater Oromancy. I will pay 1 and 1 of my treasures, and I will play the Greater Oromancy.
Mhm.
I will draw 2 cards. I will tap the Forest and my Soul Ring, and I will play Enchantress's Presence.
Ooh. God, it is thundering out.
Oh, is it? I will
Oh yeah.
draw 2 cards.
Where are you at?
Upstate New York.
I will play my 2 lands. Exploration. You may
Storms.
play an additional. Yeah. I'll play my 2 lands. We just had some big thunderstorms, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna tick this guy up because I gain life this turn. I am going to. Or actually, that's a target, right? Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target. So.
Another target. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but now I can't because they all have Shroud, so I can't
Shroud,
do
yeah.
that in the future. I can't even play that then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap for 5.
Making money moves. What's he playing?
I will play Cathar's Crusade.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I will draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. With Shroud, I can't even equip stuff, can I?
That's
Correct. Because you
Ugh.
gotta target your own stuff.
Ugh. Gross.
Wait. Does oh gosh.
How's it going, Spooge? And we got Casual Jake up in here.
What's poppin', slimes?
They're doing their own stream here shortly, I think.
Yes. They will be. I'm going to use one of my treasures. I'm then playing Enlightened Tutor. Put that card on
Oh,
top
all
of
of
it.
your creatures have shroud, or what is this? How does this work?
Yeah,
Oh,
his enchantments have
'Cause
shroud.
Wouldn't
Wait.
your auras fall off of Heliod?
Would it?
No, they're
Even
already
though it's
equipped, so
already
they're
they're already
gaining
equipped?
equipped.
shroud.
Yeah. It's different. It's different than gains protection of.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna
fair.
grab Collective Blessing.
That's good.
Okay. I'm gonna goes to the top of your library.
Whoop. Oh, fuck. Okay. And I will cut. That goes the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will pitch. Actually, I will use 2 of my treasures. Is populating a target ability?
It is.
Yep. Because you got to target the token creature.
Gross.
But if you populate and I kill it in response to you targeting, you don't get a token, just like any other.
I'll use 2, and I will Sundering Growth the boots on Yarock.
Boots down. Boots down.
Yarock's no
What's that?
longer fancy. He's. I'm gonna light his fancy boots on fire.
Ian, is that exile or just destroyed?
Destroy.
You know, Brian.
Oh, I will. I can't populate a token, can I? Put a token onto the battlefield as a copy of a creature token you control. Oh yeah, I will populate my treasure token.
It says creature token you control.
No, whatever.
Creature token. Yeah.
Okay, that'll be my
Treasures aren't creatures, Brian.
If it's a mimic, it is.
I'm gonna grizzly salvage. 1, 2, 3.
Excellent card.
Yeah, 4, 5. I will keep the skull prophet, I guess, and put the rest in the graveyard.
There is still, wow, that is a significant
Oh,
delay.
who were you cosplaying as, Casual or Jake? I saw the outfit, but I don't know who he was.
I'm going to return target creature or land from your graveyard to my hand. I will choose. I guess I'll choose.
Oh, you drew. Did you want to pay 2?
I do not want to pay 2.
Woot.
I'm going to choose. Just in case the skull goes horribly wrong. Bloom Tender, I guess.
He is cosplaying as Ral Zarek.
So I haven't drawn for turn yet. That's the one I'm not paying for.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Oh,
in
Evan, we
case
lost
you're
you.
wondering.
No, you're good. My laptop's at 15%, so I'm just kind of like not during my turn. I'm running over and charging it, and then
Oh, okay.
running back in. Yeah.
So let's see. How many cards do you have in hand, Evan?
I have 4.
4. And you probably got a mitt full, right, Brian?
Cheat
1,
step. I have
2,
9
3,
cards. I
4,
should have
5,
discarded
6,
one.
7.
Heresy.
Okay, so
They cheat staff.
I should have discarded a card at the end of my turn.
I have 7.
I have 9.
okay.
Illegal.
Indeed.
Casual
Well, I guess I
Jake
would have
saying go,
discarded
Matt.
this. I would have
I'm gonna
discarded this
attempt.
Inkwell Leviathan, so you probably would have wanted to have put that into your hand.
No, it's only
Oh,
mine.
your own. Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah. I am going to attempt to mutate Nethroi. And
Hell yeah. I'm going to let it go through.
I
my
have no
target-
reactions.
my target is on the Fertilid? Sure, Fertilid. So I return creatures with 10 or less to the battlefield. So that's
Amazing
0.
card.
So
Total
doesn't
power
count.
of 10.
Yeah.
Luminous Broodmoth, Zulaport Cutthroats, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's free. Yeah, so 8 goes into play.
The value.
Actually, sorry. Response to that, I'm gonna sack my Vindictive Vampire for 1. So I untap a land. Everybody loses a life, and I gain a life, and then it'll come back just for value.
I didn't even notice you were at 50, Brian.
3 when 3 life a turn.
Yeah, gonna have to change that.
The question is, How much damage can I do? Because then I get squirrels. Squirrels!
Squirrels.
Oh lordy, Zulaport plus the vampire. I'm spooked.
Hell yeah.
So what's happening currently?
So I'm putting squirrels. I'm currently resolving my triggers from my creatures entering the battlefield.
So they
Oh,
come into play at the same time or at each individual?
Simultaneously.
Simultaneously, yeah.
Okay.
So they all see.
Do any of his creatures need to go?
Probably. Probably.
I mean, possibly,
And-
possibly the big drain boys,
Yeah, just
but
where are we?
it's hard to get rid of them because they'll just get sacrificed.
In response.
Out of curiosity, do you have anything else that you can
Sure.
sacrifice to? Excuse me.
I have no. All I have is the Phyrexian Ultra.
Oh.
So I guess in reaction to all of them coming in,
Okay, so
I'd
there's all
love-
the. So currently they're all in play.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
The triggers are on the stack. So
Yes.
all the triggers are on the stack.
All that shit.
Okay. And so yeah, you're
Frozen
putting your
grip.
effect.
Yeah, on top of all them coming in, I'm not a beast within your Phyrexian altar.
All right.
Power
and,
move.
response to that, we'll start by sacrificing my satyr wayfinder. It
Mhm.
goes out of play, comes into play, right? Because of the broodmaw. So each opponent loses 1 life, and I gain 2.
Okay, so I will lose 2 or lose 1.
And then it gets a
2.
flying counter, right?
Yeah, and then it gets a flying counter, which we'll just call
Whenever
these flying counters.
Zulaport, so we'll lose
Um,
2 and you gain 2?
That's correct. Yeah,
Oh, no.
We lose 1 or 2.
2.
We lose one.
Vindictive Vampire and Zulaport Cutthroat both trigger. And so this trigger will respond before. I'll let this trigger respond before the I do my next effect. So this will put these 4 into the graveyard. I'll choose to put a land in my hand, I guess, which is a forest. Then in response to that sack, I will before that resolves, I'll sack the Deep Forest Hermit. Each person loses 2, regain 2, goes to the graveyard, comes back. I have 6 squirrels now.
See, we're doing stuff now.
Keep hold the lever,
Yeah.
and now we get to see the big machine.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. Man, I'm ill prepared for this game. I can't move my freaking chair because my dog's wrapped around it. There's 6 squirrel tokens here. I currently have, let's say, a
would my
black
spell
and a green.
go before?
So your spells, this is still in response. So I let the Satyr Wayfinder resolve. So currently, there's the rest of the stuff that from the original is still on the stack,
Okay.
and I have not resolved your Beast Within against this yet. So this came in. So did everybody? This comes in with a flying counter on it as well. So you guys should have all lost 4 at this point.
Yep.
Yes.
And I'll do the same thing here. So everybody loses another 2. I gain another 2. So I should be getting 6. I should have put on. That comes in with a flying counter on it. Do I have the flying counters? I do too, don't I?
What are you putting on? They look like marshmallows.
I don't know. They're just they're actually little like pads that you put on something to keep them from scratching your floor. So that's that, and then I'll might as well sack this guy as well. He'll go to the graveyard. He'll come back. Everybody loses 2. I gain 2.
What
And he
has them
a
all
flying-
coming back into play?
The brood moth.
The brood
Okay.
moth.
Yeah, I need to get me one of them.
And then I have an extra one. And I'll sacrifice, and I'll sacrifice Sylvan Caryatid for another one. So that's yeah, everybody loses 2, gains 2, gain 2. I'll do the vindictive vampire. Everybody loses 1, not 2, and I gain 1.
Right.
And then I will sacrifice the Zulaport Cutthroat. Everybody loses 1. I gain 1. And then
Creature dies.
another, so it's just 1, right? For those two?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
another,
With
So it
an
should-
vindictive vampire dies, it says another, so it's just the one.
Another.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
vampire's
there's
1,
two
teleport
two
2.
two instances of 1, yeah. And I was worth it to sacrifice him, and
Yeah,
then maybe I
whenever
can cast.
Zulaport or another
Maybe I
creature
can
dies.
cast him again.
Yeah, so
Can
for the
I?
Zulaport, Matt, we lose 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Yes, 2. Yeah. And then, so that's I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of mana floating, 3 black and 3 green. Let's say.
Sherman says, "See, this would have never happened if I was playing. I would have just flipped the table."
Yeah, and then I will sacrifice all 6 of my squirrels, so everybody loses 12. I gain 12. Yeah, so it's 12, 14, 16. Oh, so I'm at 70. And so now I have a 13 black, 6, 7.
Shouldn't
Let's
you be
say,
at 60?
sorry, 13. I'm going to do the math here in a second. But,
That's 48 plus 12.
That
48
is
plus
60.
no 48 plus 12 is it wasn't 12, it was 12 creatures, yeah, 12, right? So 60, yeah, you're correct. So I've got yeah, 12, so 6,
I love these
7, 8,
floors.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I'm just curious, there should be a way for me to do this.
Win the game.
I don't think win, because I can Next Weaver exile it with some of the free mana I have to return back the Phyrexian altar, or I
Well,
could.
are you able to do that yet? Doesn't the
No,
Phyrexian
I'm just
altar
thinking.
has to
I'm
die
thinking.
now?
Right, I'm thinking about post
Oh, okay.
resolution. Then the blood artist. That doesn't work like I hope it would. All right, so I think that's it for the initial triggers. So there's 13 mana currently floating. This goes to the graveyard. I get a beast token. This is a beast token for now until I get that straightened away. I have 13 mana floating.
Oof, that was quite the damage. Did you take your 12 damage, Evan?
What? Yeah, I 12. Hold on a second. I was at
'Cause
40
we should be
at
beforehand.
the same
I hadn't
life.
taken any damage prior to this turn.
So
You were at 40 beforehand, so you
Yeah,
should.
so there we go, 28.
Everybody should have taken.
A whole bunch. 'Cause
Two.
I was counting along with it, and this is where I'm at now. 14. And I was
Yeah,
also
so
at 40.
Yeah.
two,
I was at 50
Yeah.
and I'm down to 25 now.
Good lord.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 plus 6. So 13 plus 12, 25 damage. Yeah. And then, so with the 13 floating,
Yeah, I've been trying to make sure my setup's working properly. Okay, that's not too bad delay-wise.
No, you're good.
13 mana. I'll use 3 of it to exile my Nyx Weaver.
How are you exiling?
His ability.
Oh, okay.
So exile, return target card from your graveyard to your hand.
Yep.
One
One black
I'm
and
down
green.
to 10. I'm down to 10, and then I'll be down to 7. Let's say 4 green and 3 black, and I cast that, and then I can sacrifice. That's not quite enough, is it? If I sacrifice that, that would
Excuse
bring
me.
a 9 mana, 7, 8. Oh, maybe enough. Let's see if I can do it this way. So I'll sacrifice this guy to the altar, my commander to the altar. I'm going to choose to put him in the command zone.
Okay.
Um,
That's 2 more life
interesting.
lost.
No, I don't, does it? Whenever another control dies, so it doesn't
Replacement
technically
effect.
die.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Fertilite. I don't think the Fertilite technically dies. It just goes to the graveyard. So,
No, because the Fertilid turned into Nethroi when you mutated it. So the Fertilid just goes in the graveyard. It's not dying.
yeah, and so then I now have 8 mana floating, right? Because I sacrificed this.
Yep.
9 mana, because I'll sacrifice this, so each person loses 2. And then I'll sacrifice this for 10 mana. Everybody loses 2. And then I'll sacrifice this for another 12 mana. Everybody loses 2.
You're gonna bring in him again.
And then, yeah, so then I'm going to use that remaining mana. So that's 14 mana. I'm going to use 9 of it to mutate on top of him. And then response to the mutate trigger, if assuming that this resolves, he has hexproof.
I can't do anything.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Okay, so then response to that, I'll sacrifice this guy. And so everybody loses 2. I'm up to 3 mana, I think.
You gonna win this turn, Matt?
Yeah, I think that'll be it. Because then I bring back the rest of my guys and just do it again.
You are
And
not
again and
permitted
again.
to be on here.
Yeah.
I got nothing to respond to that. I could have played an island off of the burgeoning beforehand, but that wouldn't do anything.
I got nothing. Good game.
Okay. Sorry, it's my first time actually winning with that combo.
Yeah, you're good. I
don't
was not
apologize.
playing as aggressive as I could have, or should have, I guess, is the
Well,
better
I
phrase.
had to
Well,
make
you
a
have
decision.
death touch creature.
I had to make a decision, because I was so far behind on board. But I was easily interrupted there with like a counter spell or something. Would have been like